Still pulling drag after 45 minutes.
What's going on, YouTube? Michael back with another episode of Frugal Fishing Fundamentals. Today's episode, I got busted. Boy, did I get busted. This turned out to be a terrible day, due to, my ignorance on my part. But I wanted to share this with you guys and hopefully maybe prevent one of you guys from, receiving a fine like I did. So we launched out of St. Helens Marina on the Sunday morning and cruised up. We went upriver, past Warrior Rock, way past Warrior Rock actually, around the bend a little bit, up into those pylons. And we got above of the herd. If any of you guys were out there that morning, you guys seen that herd. And we went a little bit above the herd and trolled around in there, came down a little bit, got in the herd, went back up, kind of did that throughout the day. We had a couple takedowns, and we actually hooked one and got it about halfway to the boat, and it got off. And I think that was around maybe 9 or 10 o'clock in the morning or something like that. So, and that was further up. So, anyways, it's with all the boats, the action really wasn't that great. We did see nets. We seen nets throughout the whole day, but for that amount of boats, we would have liked to seen a lot more nets. But, anyways. With that being said, around 1:30, we decided to just kind of make our way back towards dock and call it a day. At this time, this was both of our first times fishing for fall Chinook in this area. We've both have fished for springers in this area several times. We like to fish this area, the mouth of the channel and that kind of deal. And but for fall Chinook, we usually fish further upriver, from Portland on up to, Chinook Landing. So anyways, I wasn't, nor was my partner, aware that we were that close to the borderline, the Warrior Rock cutoff point, with Bachelor Island, Warrior Rock. And, what we did is we basically trolled downriver right through the borderline as we were going back to dock. Now, this is perfectly legal as long as you don't have a Chinook on board. If you have a Chinook on board, you can't keep your line in the water. You can't keep your lines in the water past the borderline. And that's something I did not know at all either. So I learned a great amount from this day. And, so anyways, we're trolling, downriver. We crossed the borderline, had no clue. And right after that, boom, rod goes down, I get a fish, and it's a Chinook. So as you can see in the video here, we are out of the herd, but there are still several boats around us, and they're all trolling. In fact, what you can't see in this video is on the front of the boat, we actually had a boat come to the front of our boat, and I'm not sure exactly if it hit us or not, but I remember looking up front and it was like a foot or two away from us, and they were scrambling. So anyways, here I am reeling this fish in out of bounds, and there's a state trooper sitting in a fishing boat watching us.
Because we had a trooper that was out there watching you.
Good job, buddy.
So about a minute after landing this fish, we see a boat making a beeline for us, coming from across the river.
Dude, that's a nice fish.
And it was these guys.
Got one. Just right down there by that buoy.
Just got it. What flavor?
What's that?
What is it? Chinook?
Yeah. Chinook.
Take a look?
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and reel on the bowl for me. This one.
Pretty close. We were coming right through that herd right there.
Tag that.
I haven't tagged it yet. I just got it. I'm looking for a tape measure.
Get it.
Maybe 2 minutes ago.
Okay, you caught it where?
Right there by that buoy.
Okay, do you know what the deadline is right now for keep Chinook?
Yeah. It's the
that?
14th.
Huh?
It's the
Boom.
14th.
There you go. They're talking about the deadline being the borderline. And there's the problem. So here I am. I've got 3 state police holding my Chinook I just caught out of bounds. So yeah, I've got this muted because there is some personal information exchange during these conversations that I'm not willing to share with the world. So, but basically, I'll show you on a map right now what's going on here. So the yellow line represents the border line going across the river, the upper portion being Warrior Rock, and the green portion being the area you can fish for Chinook, the upper part being the part where you can coho fish. The red dot is where we landed the Chinook, and we were going back towards St. Helens, which would be on the top of the picture. So basically, the police asked for our fishing license and our driver's license, and they took those and they left us alone for maybe 10 or 15 minutes, and they kind of cruised off, and we kind of floated around and discussed what happened, and then they came back and gave us our ticket. So yeah, I was warned for fail to immediately validate harvest tag. We made police contact within the first couple minutes of catching the fish, and I was looking through the boat trying to find a tape measure, what have you, whatever. I'm kind of proud of my tag. It's not like I'm trying to hide the tag or whatever, but at least it was a warning. So anyways, the other warning was angling a closed area. And that's because we had a Chinook on board. Had we not had a Chinook on board, like I said earlier, we would have been legal. And then the final kicker was the actual ticket, which was take / possession of fish closed season. So basically, could have been down at Buoy 10 fishing for Chinook, and it would have been the same thing. So there you go.
Okay. You guys have any questions? No.
How much is this fine?
It's $440.
Oh, motherfucker.
So there it is, guys. What can I say? My mistake, my ignorance. Hopefully you can learn from my mistake from this video. This was a complete shock to me, and I thought I was on the up and up on my regulations and all that good stuff, and went out and got slapped in the face. So, if you guys are out fishing in a new area that you've never been, just take a couple seconds to double check your regulations and your areas and your borders, and hopefully you guys can prevent what just happened to me. So until next time, guys, frugal fishing fundamentals.